And it's Ken Kraetzer at the NFL Alumni Charities Golf Event in New Jersey. And I have a chance to talk to a former New York Giant Green Bay Packer, Bill Neill. And Bill, a great day today, money raised for charities. What was the day like for you?
It was a great day, and we were here for the kids and the charities and, and be out there and raise money for them to help them.
That's great. And you played for the Giants. What years did you play? What were some of the big days there?
I was there in 1981, 2 and 3. 1981 is kind of when we broke through and made the playoffs. Unfortunately, it ended in San Francisco. But it was a short time there, but it was a great time.
That's great. Now, what did you learn? I want to go back. You graduated from the University of Pittsburgh, and you had an engineering degree, which is a little bit unusual for a football player. That's a very difficult degree to have. What did it take to complete an engineering degree while you played top college football at Pittsburgh?
Well, it took a large commitment, staying on top of everything, because you need more credits for that than you do a normal major. But stayed the course, took a couple summer courses to stay away because during the season and even in spring ball, you're tied up with football and training and so forth. So you have to make the time to get it done. Absolutely.
And one of the things we've been asking some of the players, the NFL players, is the transition from the intensity of the life of the NFL to life working in public jobs and companies. What was it like for you to make the transition from the NFL to working? You've worked in a very successful business.
I'd stay the same thing as football. It's kind of like perseverance. You have to stay the course. Got to be very careful of, because you come from making, a good amount of money, and then to try and automatically make that outside of football is a very difficult thing. And it takes time to build that and work that and, be perseverant and stay the course with it and work hard, just like you did when you're playing football.
So, and as a number of NFL players we've talked to and know, and obviously what we've read about are the injuries associated with playing professional football. What was it like for you to deal with the injuries, and do you feel that enough is being done for other players that maybe have more serious injuries than you had?
Well, I mean, most of us have some sort of, repairs now. We're replacing joints and, so forth that were worn out when we were playing. Whatever they can do to help players and educate them and so forth is ongoing. Right now they have with the concussion settlement, and hopefully there'll be things put in place to help players that unfortunately now are suffering from dementia and Alzheimer's, and and be there for them.
Absolutely. Do you see any changes in football? I know some of the high schools now are limiting the amount of contact that they have in practices and in the preseason. Do you see any changes in football coming that might reduce the number of injuries?
It's tough because the athletes are training better now. They're becoming faster and stronger. So there's the contacts are tending to be more violent. What people forget about it, it's not just a game, too. It is practice. There's a lot of time. There's more time spent on the practice field than there is on the playing field. And that can take its toll. So, they have to practice smarter, too, and, be aware of the symptoms and so forth and be treated.
Absolutely. Now, your son played in the NFL. Now, is it harder for you to play in the NFL or be a parent of an NFL player?
It's probably harder to be a parent of the NFL, and my wife also, very nervous, and my son did have a very serious knee injury at sophomore year at Rutgers, which he was able to recover from and then continue on to play. But that was a very difficult thing for me to watch, to see my son get hurt following my footsteps. But he persevered and was able to go on.
Absolutely. Bill Neill, former New York Giant, thank you so much for all the good work that the NFL Alumni Charities are doing in the community.
Thank you, Ken, and take care.
Thank you so much, Bill Neill. This is Ken Kraetzer at the NFL Alumni Charities Golf Classic in